Hello all, Scott Grove here of GroovyMusicLessons.com. You can always stop by the site, go get a bunch of free lessons, check out all the different reviews on all my different axes over the past 7-8 years or so, this being 2013 when I'm shooting this particular video. And plenty of lessons you can buy into also, and just tons of fun. There's plenty of cool things there. Anyway, today's axe, as you can see in the title, is something from the late and great Greg Curbow, who passed away in, actually it'll be, this being, when I'm shooting this, August 7th of 2013, so it'll be, what is it? 8 years, yeah, 8 years since he passed away at the age of 48 from complications from a brain tumor. So exactly my age. So that's pretty bad, man. But left an indelible mark on just guitars and basses, and this one's no different. I picked this one up today for 10 grand. It being new but used, it was made the same year of his death, 2005. So probably one of the very last ones to be made. It's one of the Petite series. Look at the little bitty headstock. If you know the Curbow, then you know the Curbow. No, not the Court stuff. Even though their stuff is nice for what it is, but this being the real deal. I was today over there at Ed Romans, who passed away, but they've got a really nice staff and they're moving everything. So I was with Scott and Sean. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I would hate to get it wrong. Such nice guys. Bought a few things from them. A couple of Gene Simmons, an axe, bass, and a guitar from back in 80 and 81, and what's the other thing? Oh, I had a custom Rain Song black ice thing being specially built for me, because they don't quite make anything quite the way I want it, so get them custom made. Okay, anyway, so this bass, I went there to get just the Kramers that I paid for, but then I found a few things laying around. Started seeing some Alembics and some Moonstones and playing the Stanley Clark model basses, and then I saw the Curbow and I said, what the heck is that? You know, I knew what it was, but, and they said pick it up. So I picked it up and slammed it through the SVT4 stack that was sitting there with the 810 cabinet, and Sean, he asked me, he says, so how's that feel? I said, feels like home. And you don't get to say that very often, so I just had to buy it then and there. It didn't matter what it cost, and like I said, 10 G's is what it cost. People, I don't know why, people just freak on me for some reason, but, and they demand proof now, so people are like, I know you don't have to give them proof, but I can't even tell what's on there. But there you go. 10 grand on the Curbow. Okay, and then the black ice got bought, so I don't know what other information you got there, but yeah. I know you won't find many out there for that price, but this is amazing. Here it is, anyway. You might want to see it. There you go. That's the way this puppy looks. It's going to be hard to get it all on the camera. But, boom, single pickup. How about I get it, show it like this, so you can actually see what it is. Just crazy looking thing. It looks like a Curbow. It's got 33 frets. Yeah. Yeah, no markers free here, so if we go on the side, there's your 24th, and then yep, they just keep on going. I'm sorry, that was your 12th. Here's your 24th fret here. Then you got 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 frets. All the way across. Bartolini, active pickup and active electronics, not just one or the other. So you've got your, your active lows, mids, highs, volume, and then just the different frequencies for the whole mid-range thing, which were adjustable. Of course, on the back, if you're familiar with these things. But there's the Petite. Okay, that's what they call her. And as with all of these, I'll just give you the specs straight off the flipping sheet. 2005, of course, like I said, same year that Greg passed away. New finish, red to orange burst, nut width 1 5/8. As always, the fingerboard is rockwood, frets 33. Your hardware is black. The top is ash. The back is the rockwood. If you want to see how it looks naturally. And on the fretboard, if you can, and I will get this in because it deserves to be seen. This wood is, God, the back of this neck feels just stupid. Of course there's no finish on this thing, and look at the shine on that. And I demand bolt-ons, especially even this kind of my, it's like if it's not bolt-on, it's just not my thing. So I found everything I wanted, and just such a little headstock. You don't need big ass headstocks for sustain and all that. You know, I've done all them videos. The wood don't matter, but by God, it sure is pretty though, huh? So sometimes. You see the roller bridge saddle, so you can put the rollers right where you want them, so you can get your string spacing correct also. So you got the roller bridge, and that's pretty much just for string spacing. So you can put them right where you want them. If you want them over, a little pube one way or the other, roll it over there. Just roll it one way or roll it the other. What else we got on here? The neck, yeah, the rockwood again. Bartolini, active everything, tuners. Yeah, the locking Spurzle tuners. It's nice to have them on a bass, so you don't have to wind them around and all that. Just stick them through and clip. And let's see, anything else on here? That's it, other than just to show you what this puppy does. It is, and I love the sound of active basses, more so than I did the old 70s Olympics and stuff that were there for me to try. I just fell in love with this thing. Not at all for its looks. It's a little bitty thing. It's heavy as all shit. I mean, this thing weighs, a bunch. If I would have to guess, it's not that bad, maybe in the 9-pound, 10-pound area, something like that. Although I've got a Les Paul, I could go over there and check it, and it'd be close to the same thing. But for such a small body, this wood is heavy. Okay, here's the case for the people who already know, but when you get the real Curbow stuff and not the court things and not the import stuff and blah blah blah, you get, they pimp this thing out. It's like, pimp my case. So I'll show you the pimped out case, which is just beautiful. I'll just lay it down and cram the bass in it because it's just beautiful that way too. And again, like I said, Mr. Ed Roman, he passed away also a couple years back, but like I said, the staff there is just, and they're getting ready to move here in November to a new location, so they're kind of closed and still working on building axes and blah blah blah. But there you go. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but this thing is Huggy Bear purple inside. It's not blue. Just great. And here's the tool you use to work on this particular base. It's just invaluable. It's like without it, I mean, it's got the tool at this end, also here. It's just something you don't want to be without because it's got everything all in the one T-handled tool thing. So let's plug this sucker up. Let you check her out. Okay, let's get a sophisticated strap instead of the Kiss straps. As you can see, I was dressed to go pick up my Gene Simmons confections earlier. This is one of the coolest jean shirts I have. One of the most realistic looking, I know you don't want to see this, but one of the realistic looking tongue things. You just want to get in there and floss. So I get in there and steal his bank account. That's all I want to do. Okay, so Gene didn't get any money from me from this purchase. He didn't get any from the Kramer stuff either. He don't get anything still from those, of course. Okay. So of course I'm going to, or you're going to, let's do it the right way. I'll shut the amp off because you know what it's like when you plug in an active bass. Kaboom. Okay, amp back on. Okay, I've got it low. Again, it's like 2:30 in the morning here in Mesquite, Nevada. I've got everything on the guitar flat on there, and I'm using, again, just because it's here, this little bitty harp key kickback 12, and up underneath there's a Elisa's 3630. Yeah, I know, but I like them. Compressor under there, and then I've got my other harp key rig over here, but this is just what I use in the bedroom. So let's check out the bass. Why 33 frets? Why not? They're there. They're cool. I mean, look at this bass, dudes. I mean, this is trippy. What can you say? Let me get a little bit over here because I just need more room. This long ass neck. But that's a trip of a bass right there. That's just... And like I said, I never even thought twice about the shape of it. And it sits down and plays comfy and all that stuff. Everything about it is, of course, pristinely crystal clear. So, here, like I said, everything is just flat. 100% flat. Way up here. It's like, why would you do it? Why not? It's just, man, you can go further than I've ever imagined. And I mean, you are dead on nails, so your high E and all the way up. All the way to the 33rd fret. So I gotta get used to having that many frets. And I'm not a great bass player, I just wanted a great bass. So I got a great bass. So always, don't ever say that I don't deserve a great bass. You know, you, not me. Don't ever deny yourself of a great instrument just because you're not amazing yet. Don't say, well, I better get this one since I'm not good at it yet. If you're going to stick with it, get the best thing you can get. You know, buy right the first time is what I say, and then you'll grow into it. I know everybody hates it when you go to the funk stuff. So I often do the ant whistle type thing where you're doing the typewriter. I just love that sound. So it's just really cool. Let me go to, do I have a pick? Yes, I do. So picks here. Okay, so it's just way clean. It's very unforgiving. You mess up, it's there. And what's cool is you have all of this fingerboard right here. So if you require a thumb rest, you've got it anywhere you want it because it goes all the way down the entire guitar. Okay, you've only got this much space right here or on top of the pickup, but as far as slapping and popping where you would normally do it here, that part's gone. So you get used to doing it back there, or if you're up here one of these guys, you'll be fine there. So all your harmonic stuff, this is going to be great for you guys that are doing the Victor Wooten's type of stuff, where you're going to be playing bass lines with lead lines and tapping and all that. 33 frets, man, you're going to have a ball with something like this. There's no way in the world I could properly demonstrate how cool of a bass this is, because I'm not that cool of a bass player yet, but I'm going to be. So let's check out the frequencies of the active stuff. Okay, so high end. Flat. Okay, now in order to make this whole mid thing work, that's in conjunction with this little mini switch here. So if it's off, back to the middle. Okay, now this little mini switch doesn't work until you actually boost this mid-range part. Then you have 3 sections. And then finally, it's like an instant funk switch right there for the 3rd position. So all the way up toward me, in the middle, and finally your funk. So it does the big scoopy thing. So back in the middle for this whole thing. And the lows. Wide open. Back down to flat. And off. Everything everything off, you lose everything. That's not even the volume down, that's just all the EQs down. So, just a great sound thing. Let's go up at the high end and do the old smiley face thing. Lows and highs wide open, and turn on the funk switch. Okay, so you get that whole thing, which is overdone. So we don't need much added to it. I like just a hint of this stuff. Okay, so there's the big scooped area. Okay, I really like it almost flat. I really, really do. Add a little bottom, I think. Okay. Stuff you're all familiar with. But just so clean. If you need a pick. You could actually do the whole thing. Because it goes all the way up to that high E, it's in the same damn register. If you want to do the pick thing for the whole country thing, I love it. Okay. I will grow into the bass because it's all here and I'm loving it, and I'm going to play this sucker every day until I become a much better bass player. So like I said, I just couldn't be happier with this purchase, and that's it, kids. Again, where we have the ash top, let's see if you can, yeah, you can see that big time. I mean, look at it. I mean, I'm a man talking about somebody else's wood, but that's some beautiful wood right there. Nothing against you, Ron Jeremy, but that's just some beautiful wood. I wish I had some effect on the sound, but of course I know it doesn't. The rest of you, I don't care. I know what's what. Anyway, so a beautiful bass, no fret markers at all on the front to scare anybody away. Again, look at that beautiful, look at that fretboard. Holy cow. Yes, it's got a bit of a finish on there to keep your stinky grime off of it like you would with a grotesque rosewood board. But just a super clean bass. Oh, I was doing my Kiss song earlier. Yeah, that sure knows something. It's a cool line though. folks, I know. But anyway, there's the bass. Again, the Active Court Petite Curbow. Again, I know not Court. Court does make these things. These are the American ones. Sorry for the Court reference, but Court does a nice little $500 version of these. Even the back plate. So there's your number if you ever want to check into it. God, did I see one on the headstock earlier? I can't remember. No, that's all you get. You get the... You can check out that number. Go look it up online. And once again, there's your battery compartment. And that is it. I mean, look, a 7-bolt neck. 2, 4, 6, 7 on a 4-string bass. Good God, what a beautiful thing. I wish everybody could play this. And like I said, I deserve it, because everybody deserves the best that they can get. There's no growing into anything. It's like, man, find the one, spend the money once, and cherish that sucker. I pity the fool that's ever going to put a first mark on this thing. And yes, this is 100% brand new, old stock, just waiting for me. This was actually belonged to Ed Roman, and he refused to sell it to anybody else. But of course, 6 feet under, you don't have a choice. So I actually got to walk away with his prize bass today, and I can understand why he wanted to keep this thing around. Okay, so it really is just something to behold. I've never played a bass anywhere as groovy as this one. So yeah, favorite bass I've ever owned, played, touched, anything. It's just phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to whatever time I have left on this earth playing this bass. This will be the bass I play. Everything else hangs and sits and looks pretty, and you cash in when Gene Simmons dies. But this is my baby from here on out. So once again, I'll shut up. I'm just sitting here enjoying just doing this and going like this for half an hour. But yeah, wish me luck on my bass guitar endeavors as I learn as much as I can from everybody on YouTube, same way you guys do with me. So I'll keep watching just different folks. Of course, my poor brain. Don't ever stroke out, people, man. Okay, I couldn't remember Victor Wooten's name. Of course, we all want to be him. We all want to be a amazingly talented black gentleman. I won't call people African American, because I don't know if they've ever even been to Africa. I don't know, but let's just say he's an incredible bass player and leave it at that. I don't care what color anybody is. I'm the biggest mud out there. My family must have been major whores. In order of lineage, I don't know why I know this, but in order of how much blood I have, most to least is Cherokee, French, German, Irish, Swedish, Dutch. In that order. So Cherokee first, and then all the other people that got laid in my family. So yes, I know this thing has the... Look, there's the horrible thing about it. I gotta throw some polyweb bass strings on it here from Elixir, because these just won't do. So what a great bass. Again, the Curbow, no, not USA, the Petite 4-string, just flippin' amazing. That's it. Okay, I'm happy, so either be happy for me or don't, okay? And talk to you later, okay? GroovyMusicLessons.com. Somebody come there and teach me to play this better, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.